Hello Sloth, and welcome to my first ever painting video. Today I thought I'd just show you quickly how I painted some of the Warlord Games Airborne paratroopers ready for Bolt Action version 3. I started off with a base coat of Zandri dust that gives a nice light brown area to start with. Then I'm going to go over all of the fatigues with army green, just really quickly, watering it down a little bit so it leaves a little bit of that Zandri dust showing through. Just do the whole thing, don't worry about being neat and tidy at this point. We're just going to go over everything, pick out all of the details later. Next I moved on to Necrotic flesh to do all of the strapping and webbing, as well as things like the gun strap, the straps around his legs, backpack as well. I've changed over to a detailed brush just to give me a bit more control, trying not to get any on the previous colour. Next I'm going to do his gloves, and I'm going to use desert yellow for this. Once it's washed down, it gives a really nice tanned colour. Just take your time, make sure that you get in between the fingers, and don't forget to do the tips of the fingers around the gun as well. Next, I'm going to do his boots in one of my favourite Citadel colours, Doombull brown. This gives a really nice deep iconic reddish brown colour. Just take your time when you're doing this, make sure that you don't get any on his fatigues. Just take your time around the tops of the boots. Again, I've just watered this down slightly, just to help it flow a little bit better. Next, I'm going to do the helmet with angel green. Don't forget to do around the back of the neck and also the underside of the helmet as well. Now I'm going to do all of the brown leather and the wood for his gun in Bootstrap brown. This is just a nice sort of mid-tone brown. Looks really nice once we wash it later. Just taking care not to get anything on his fingers, just whilst going around the inside of the gun. Then nice and carefully, just go around the leather straps on his helmet. Don't forget to do the front and the back for this one. I also did the handle for his spade. I did this brown as well because I wanted to break up that massive green and just give a bit of variation to the colour. Next we're going to move on to Leadbelcher for all of the metal parts on the gun. I didn't want to do anything other than the gun in metal because I thought the chances are they're going to have dulled down any metal buckles, any metal casing or anything on their uniform, so that it doesn't reflect any of the light. This is the fun part now. We're just going to get a nice large brush and just slap a load of dark tone all over. This is going to darken down all of those colours, make it really nice, blended in together, make it look a little bit more realistic. Just dull down those colours, slap it on. If you find any pooling, just go around the clean brush to mop up anything, and then just leave it to dry for around about an hour or so. Now I'm going to move on to Barbarian flesh, just for any flesh that's showing. In this case it's just his face. I tend to water down this paint a little bit more than normal. I tend to do about 2 to 3 layers of this. Once the Barbarian flesh is dry, just going to give it a nice little wash of Reikland Fleshshade all over the skin, just to darken it down, just to give it a bit of depth. Again, leave this for about an hour to dry. I'm going to go back to Barbarian flesh, just pick out any of the raised areas, things like the nose, the chin, the cheekbones, if you can, the lips as well. This just really punches that depth into the face. And there you have it, one fully painted US Airborne miniature, ready for Bar Action version 3. Thank you for watching, thank you to my patrons, hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.